Hey guys, welcome back again to Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, we were finishing up most of the bonds and quests that we have left before advancing into the new town where the exhibition will be held, and obviously for us to promote and obviously bring the ordeal of what happened in Martyra. We obviously met Catherine along the way, met some few places, and we're now closer to go to our new town in Briarhaven. And that is exactly what we're going to do in this episode. What mysteries will be coming in Briarhaven? How the exhibition is going to be handled? Would Louise recognize us even more? We'll be doing that in this exact episode. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the episode. So yeah, obviously last episode went to obviously. Let me give me a second because it seems that my microphone from last episode seems that it's very sensitive by the looks of it. So I better sit right so obviously I can get to hear properly. So, anyways, speaking of which, obviously there is a bunch of architects I can get. Obviously, as you can see, I do not have enough magla to get them. I wouldn't mind getting them, but I feel like I'm in no rush because at the end of the day, some of them, if I just go on equipment, for example, like if I check, I still have a lot more archetypes for me to get. I need to find a concrete way of me getting faster XP rate than faster XP rate, but obviously like Magla, because Magla for me is the most expensive. I know I've said this during the whole course of the series, but I feel like I think that's for now my main issue. I won't say it too much and I won't brag about it too much. But that's my only main thing right now, is that there's so less magma you get in this game. I don't want to focus towards that phrasing just yet, because I'm still playing early parts of the game. Like if I go check on the calendar, we're just on July. We haven't even made it to the end of the month yet. We have all the way to here by the looks of it, but it seems like maybe I can go beyond that. Maybe I genuinely don't know. I'm not sure how long this game is. So maybe there will be a point that I can actually farm some magla. I know that you have the bath. To be frankly honest, I'd rather waste my time on getting some of the royal virtues. Because those are important for the bonding, because some of them I can, I'm closed off because I need to get that on its way. So yeah, it's a bit of that type of situation. But anyways, let's go to the lounge. Right away. And let's actually read that book from Heinz May, so I'm actually kind of curious to continue to read. Let's see. Let's read this book. Okay, so that's the same. He recalls the time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well. He ended up singing other songs together through the night until he fell asleep. Next morning, Heinz May awoke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the song he'd be trying to learn. A birthday song for his father. Aw, that's nice. I also get to learn a little bit more about Heinz May with this book.
All right.
That's nice. That's really, really nice. Well, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
All right.
Ah, so we have a bonus for that. So I guess maybe the next ranking would do. Okay, so it's like the books from Persona. So if you actually finish it, you get a bonus. I see. So I guess that goes the same way with the rest of the royal virtues, like getting to know certain locations.
Mr. Captain.
Give me a second. I'm commenting the rest. So I guess if my ideas is correct, if I go continuing on, maybe talking with that guy with the whole fairy thing, and maybe I get a bonus to get a complete understanding, obviously increasing my imagination. That other guy that was in Trad explaining me about his race, most likely be the same thing. So I guess if I just revisit them, maybe they will give me more. That'll be interesting. Something to look forward into it. What's up, Nures?
Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You know this place?
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Sure all
Seems
did.
we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
True.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Port Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
I wonder. I mean, the Gauntlet Runner has boat capabilities, so I'm pretty sure it's amphibious.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
Is that Magla? Is that Magla particles? Well, the Knights looks different here.
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The city of water, Rhylehaven.
Interesting.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Now let's see.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. the Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies. If it isn't the walking headache. Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confounded. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Let's see.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're
Hulkenberg.
sure near us, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
All right.
Really?
Coming this way in the big city, I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy.
I wonder. Yes, we know. The night looks different here.
Hello.
I saw your gauntlet runner. I assume you are a candidate. Do as you will, sir, but please conduct yourself with some property. We had so many ruffians sweeping in here, claiming to be candidates attending the exhibition. And then there's Louise. Ugh. Can we all give it a rest? Why do I have to sit here wondering if all the extra guards will be enough?
This is a joy.
Well, I guess they're not pleased with it. It's amazing.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Hey,
Hell, young Elden candidate, I've been waiting to meet you. The town cry, aren't you? The name's Badlin. The last we saw each other was just before you scrapped the Godot's runner, I believe. What a scene that was. Figured hitching a ride with Godot's be safe, but then you and Glodell both show up. Anyway, I've kept busy with my candidate interviews since then. Forden was most recently. He's who I rode here with.
grief.
Look, I know it's me saying this, but be careful out there. The Crown Theocracy will do whatever it takes to win, you know? They're reckless with their runners, too. Usually you'd stop and camp during night, but not them. They just keep running.
Huh?
No way! They don't rest at all? You have an easy trick when you've got the God's grace. plus loads of money and people with sanctifex surely has. The head he's brought is quite something too. If you want to outshine him, you'll need quite the plan.
This fellow.
I can tell you got something up your sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold, my young Elden friend. I have a bad feeling though. I do have a bad feeling that something happened with Joanna. Oh. Welcomes. Let me just say I don't sell much here. All I can offer you is medicinal herbs.
Can we talk?
Yeah, sure, why not? We contribute to the people.
Hey.
Thanks. Is it strange this shop only sells one item? Seems as though there's some sort of secret to the store. Hmm.
Oh, God.
Check the map. There's gotta be more than something here.
Gone clammy all over.
Oh. Ooh.
Gone clammy all over in this humidity. I
Some
have.
royal high-ranking soldiers, maybe?
Oh, God. For races.
Alright, so...
Say,
Hello there.
I'm just checking. I'd just like to check. So what's this?
Whoa.
This one doesn't seem to be open during the day either. Magic shops are so strange. Oh, it's a magic shop.
Oh, there!
Should be something interesting to see.
Hello there.
say.
Proper races.
Hey, mister.
Alright, see what's here. To the next.
Hello,
Oh, Mustry candidate.
We haven't much time.
Oh, he has a sprite. For Yufa, this island's people must change. And to change them, I must first change the country. But no one will heed the words of a pagan like me. Oh, he's definitely an intriguing character. Someone actually must know.
Need a ride?
Anywhere you want to go? I'll take you to the far bank. Ooh.
Good
Merchant
choice.
Bazaar. The Merchant Bazaar then. Hop on. That's cool. Let's check everywhere. I like to keep a... Ah, would you look at that? I want to go to the recruitment center.
Well then, if you say you'll help.
But what is there to do now?
I want to check everywhere. I'm open to see what we have here.
Fancy you look.
Oh, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm fine with that, but can it be the other way round? Like, if I exchange that amount, I get a shit ton of money. But I don't want money. I want mag. Let's see here. Oh.
Welcome.
Okay, so it's not available. Kind of makes sense. I always like to double check.
Really now? Well met, eh? Aha.
I want to go to the arena front wharf. Arena front wharf, understood. Now if you'll board behind me. It's another guy. It's not the same guy.
Alright then.
Ooh, what's this? Ah, the guy. The guy for the gold beetle. Oh, I do believe I know your face from somewhere. Oh, you managed to get out alive! Huh? Wait, you're the old man who was in the giant sandwich stomach. No, none of that. Why are you here?
How come?
Truth be told,
Oh, I intended for that worm belly to be the final resting place, but after running into you, young grubs, I long to see out the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all.
So you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe.
That's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of magma. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
Going back, I feel like we've captured at least one.
We captured quite some of them. This is it. A genuine gold beetle. I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this.
Arcane dragon blood. It restores the magma that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find a use for it yet.
What's this?
Wow, that's incredible. Are you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you?
I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens that noticed my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find more gold beetles, you could bring them to me. If you hear that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me and I'll give you this venom wart charm next.
Good.
I mean, sure, if you find any more gold beetles along the way, we'll good to see you again. The gold beetles you acquired can be exchanged for secret treasures by talking to the elderly entomophile in Briarhaven. The more gold beetles you collect, the better the items you'll receive. Keep a lookout for gold beetles wherever you go.
As you see, you return. And have you found any gold beetles for me?
Yep, we found some more of those bugs you're looking for. Hand over. Not sure how many I have.
Let me see how many. You don't quite have enough. If you collect more insects, perhaps 6 will do. I'll give you this venom wart charm. I'll return your gold beetles to you. If you collect a total of 11, you come back. A total of 11. Come back and see me.
Let's rest.
Yeah, let me explore. At least we have a place to literally give the gold beetle. At least we know we need more. So I'm sure whatever this is would definitely be a good use. What you want? An elder? You're a candidate too? Well, I don't know why you're here, but I can't let you in right now. But with the city this buzzing, when the Coliseum does open, I'm sure it'll be a smash hit. I guess let's not be there. Well, something we should keep an eye on later.
Really now?
If it's something I could just like repeatedly do it.
Fancy a ride?
Right, let's go to the end now.
Nice and easy.
Angler's Inn Square then. Climb aboard. Yeah, different guy.
Say.
And who are you on the left?
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I realized it was slowly moving, but it's coming to Briarhaven. It was beyond my expectation.
Most likely to see who has done what.
I wonder where he came. I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on top of the candidates. It's evident that we are being observed, as we've seen from the coronation rock.
Well,
Maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
okay then.
Anyway, we better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Who are you? Jin.
Leave it to me.
I promise I will help anyone who is in trouble. Out of money? Don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you.
Thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work.
Of course, don't worry. I am well versed in Ryamu's economic affairs.
He's definitely shady.
What kind of make you... Oh my god, this guy. I gotta say, this species, this race, I don't remember what the actual race is. Wait, what type of one is it? Is it the Ishki ones? No. Is it? No. The Australia. I don't remember. Is it Nidia? Yeah, the Nidia tribe. I kind of get the whole eyes thing. This guy is possibly the most creepiest looking guy in the game. Like, fuck no. What's your opinion, Hulkenberg?
Even now, His Majesty's faces watches on. Once the exhibition on the Brave is over with, it's on the Ontario next, I suppose. I never thought I'd see the Royal Palace entire borne aloft, let alone on skybound pilgrimage to Ucronia's 3 great cities. Royal magic, and what a tremendous magic it is indeed.
Ridiculous.
Actually, let me check the item I just got from earlier. Is it a key item? I don't think it's a key item. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. Combination of Dragon Blood research. This ultimate elixir fully restores magic powers. Restores all MP for all allies. Yeah, I'm not using that until the most likely the very end of the game. I'm seeing a lot of UGs around here. I'm actually glad. Spider's Den. Sorry? What is this? So many people around here.
What do I do?
My, my. Yeah?
All right then.
Wait, what? Wait, how many? What? That's a lot of inns.
Oh.
The inn turns away all who are not of the nobility. It's infuriating. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I do not longer look the part.
Hey.
Oh, Loveless. Lucas here, and you're that elder fellow from Martira, aren't you? Guess we've both got ourselves marked for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so. Cause I just got tossed out of my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full. And the one calling itself the Come All In. Pff, some joke, eh? That's gonna be an issue.
Right?
It sure is. Is there another place nearby to stay?
There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A parapus or an elder staying there, fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that's once twice as pricey. Rumours say that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabblers rusing crew.
Yes, but
You think so? I guess we better avoid that one then.
Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as the other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking UG standing out from front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off standing there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn where there's a tavern? From this day on, I'll claim it as my castle.
I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. So this Spider's Den sounds much better.
Right, so. Oh, you know.
You're the one who gave that speech to Martira. Guess we're both able to make it out here safely in Briarhaven.
So obviously that kind of that kind of actually branched off a bit. I actually kind of like that. Damn. I like her expression. Ah! Her expression is so goofy.
What are you trying to say at this end? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition where everyone fools up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, the Gauntlet runners of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martira, it had a powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use?
It's a secret.
Wow, stingy. And here I was gonna tell Dad about it. You know, right? I'm a competitor too, and I'm very bad at my Gauntlet runner. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force.
Wow. She's very eager. Oh, Milo. Well, you there? You have a look about you. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, aren't you? No need to be shy, dear boy. Finding yourself drawn to beauty is only natural, after all. Beauty is all is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this.
This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay in an inn full of people like him anyway. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, and so we only got one choice left. I really don't want to, but should we check out the spiders den we heard about from Loveless earlier?
I guess we have no other choice.
What do I do?
And that's the tavern bell, looks like. Right, in me arm.
This looks pretty shady, but I'm not sure we got any other option. Let's talk to that man over there before we go in. I think he's the innkeeper, probably.
Hello, the hunt for lodging, are we? We have a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone. My rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of freaky.
This place really seems shady, but we might as well look at the room.
I think staying at our, Gauntlet Runner, I think it would be best.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
Guys, how about we just sleep in the Gauntlet Runner?
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
True.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
No, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Wait.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
Oh.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
You have to trust her.
Trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Definitely is sketchy.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears.
Well, you got better ears for that.
And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
No.
Haha, very funny.
Don't say that.
But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Nice is better to know.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Who's the guy on the right on the fountain?
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lamelo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars.
Rudolph, okay.
Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command.
Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open! Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter! We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health!
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. All Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
That's why our ideas stand better. Hey, this is a nice inn. I mean, tavern.
When I'm king,
pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Huh, I guess he has his own agenda.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before.
Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Awesome. Oh! That's some weird creepy creature. So I guess this is how we get
Is
the...
that really edible? It doesn't look quite... natural.
It looks horrendous. So I guess we get into the fishing mechanic now?
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
I don't think she did.
Why, tis delicious. The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Mustn't be picky. It's a delicacy. We'll at least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
Oh.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
She has a different palate.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
It's an interesting take.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Pardon should reach the city by morning. I imagine they will aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. Nurse ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner. Alright, let's guess we'll save here. Let's speak with our crew then. The other candidate's speeches seem practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Louis or Forden? You might be the only ones. Blyhaven's positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, indeed. 'Twas so delicious. I've wished to eat of every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh, it still wrinkles in the mouth. Now that's a poor Port City's specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing? Fish is alright, but you have to select that kind of stuff. I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused banklets? Sure. For defense, understand. Just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'll be unprotected against He's such Heinz, man. God damn it. When he goes to like scary faces, it's just it's funny as fuck. Apologies. Against bugs, I want no contact with them whatsoever. Awake or asleep, so I thought it might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, but I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'll be grateful to have any spare blankets. Good luck on your... I'm done for today. For the day, I should retire for the night. I don't think you're gonna let me do anything else, so...
Good night.
Good luck, Heinz May. Night
Time
one.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
How is the prince doing? I mean, we see him, but...
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm.
All right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grapefruit grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you, and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
I feel bad for her. Like, it's like she says, she's been fully clouded by thoughts of she was in a bad stage. She lost her child. What more can it be done? And the fact it wasn't her fault. It was society itself. And I wish nothing bad happens to her. Like, I guess this will most likely be one of the last times you see her, or whatever happens to her. All I know is not gonna be beautiful. I don't see anything good coming out of this.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
Okay, I definitely see some other characters here. I see the one on the left by Lena. I'm not sure who that guy is. Jin seems to be a candidate, so I can only say that he is he's so sketchy. The mystery one is definitely curious. It's definitely one of the curious characters here. But the one on the right, it seems a combination maybe of the no, that was UG, the Euphorian one, the one with the wings. Is that wings in his head?
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church. Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood and, well, sea creatures.
Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Oh, she's... What? Wait, you are?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
That's just a fish.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow,
That's actually
my
good way.
people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
So it is fake.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
So I wonder, Juna, something happened with him. Who brought that? Forden?
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Have a bad feeling.
thank you, candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show.
Yeah, ours is going to be very impressive because it's not a head to any monster, but it's a solve crime and a misinterpret bounty.
Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A Sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
I will. I promise.
Damn.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
Well, definitely made an impression to Louise.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand man, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
You only righted it wrong.
No. We only righted it wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves. I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon. So stay in the city, would you?
Oh, that's interesting.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Oh.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
You've been cast aside.
What's so special about those fools?
I mean, there's one thing I'm kind of actually speculating a bit. It's like...
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal. It might be a trap. So I'm actually kind of curious how... I guess neither Louise nor their church... I mean, I don't think they have specifically seen what magic powers we have. Like, we using archetypes, which is supposedly forbidden
by the Sanctus, and if they were able to see the opportunity of what power we have, wouldn't be that making us direct enemies? I'm just kind of... I wonder. It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
Can you imagine if we actually get to do a bond with Louise? Like, huh?
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his Gauntlet Runner. It's engraved in his body. Would he go to such lengths? I would say he's in his Gauntlet Runner.
Wouldn't that be inside his Gauntlet Runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Oh.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty.
Damn. So the church is trying to play the dirty work here.
The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
She's definitely been played by such rules. Damn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Hi, Prowler.
Let's hurry.
Place should be at the edge of the town. I've heard the ferryman should know where to get there.
All right then.
Let me see if there's anything else we should check. Probably here.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Where to?
I can't go.
Wonderful.
So I guess we're heading straight to the next place.
Oi! Oi!
Where are you off to? I'll take you where you need to go. No need for coin. We were for the city. Where we need to go? Night Prowler. Okay, there we go. Night Prowler. Ah, so you're the ones you're the ones the brothers were talking about then. I've heard all about it. So go on, hop in right behind me. Okay, what is this? Wow, that is Louise. That is Louise' big Skyrunner. Oh, everybody has eyes on us.
Wow, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Uh-oh. We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
Should we go honest here? Treat all tribes
treat all
equally.
tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much. Ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm in love with Juna. I wish to say that out loud. I genuinely wish to. You know, I'm curious.
I'm actually in love with Lady Judah.
Well, my condolences.
Out of your league, chum.
I dare say you both speak from the sting of experience.
And you speak like a man with a death wish. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardell's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
That's interesting. So, I mean, we're all doing this because we're going up against Luis of what he done with the prince. But his ideologies, for now, what I'm seeing is definitely very similar to what we're following. So, I would like to get to know a bit more of literally specifically Luis' ideal here.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So?
The Skyrunner is the Caradrius is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there.
Oh boy. Save actually. It's been a while we got saved. I'm curious to meet him himself. I wonder if we get any questions answered from him. Weird to see a sober folks around these parts, but I appreciate it. Where do you go off to? The Warship Harbor.
Hello there.
You want to go to the Warship Harbor? That's no place to visit after a piss up. But alright. Mind yourself and climb aboard. Nope. I like how they not cost service.
Incredible.
Wow.
Oh my god, that is huge. That's practically a walking fortress.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner, it really is huge.
Oi, over here. Keep your heads up of the clouds, will ya? You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, with the Sori and all.
Sorry, what's that?
Hey, Bass. How about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? You're not officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis? Dead on the spot. Got it?
Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Let's go fly with a sword.
Check this
out. Why is it dungeon level? Okay.
This is interesting.
Is the next dungeon literally his Goblin Runner?
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like.
At last. We got to seize the first foothold of our infiltration. Soon enough, Louise will be within our grasp.
Understood.
If it's impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us, keeping our guard up around them will be crucial.
Got it.
And here we are. Go in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Louise' stronghold. Like we're always being watched.
Well, like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we are on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
First of all, let me just
now?
switch. No, I'm gonna keep the money.
You're not serious.
Merchant with me. There's a lot of them.
Hey!
It's you. I saw the exhibition. You put up quite a show, eh? You really gave those Sanctus what for? And you're one of us now, aren't you? Well, cheers to new friends.
That reminds me.
Oh, you're that elder candidate that I've been hearing about. Apparently, Lady Juno likes you too. She's staking her claim on some kid, even though she's already with Lord Louise. Damn, Lady Juno's got stamina to spare. Damn. It's one way to talk about Juno.
Look at that.
Damn, is it true? Did Clodell really show up to the exhibition with the head of a human in hand? Yeah, but the head was so small that hardly anyone noticed. Makes you wonder what the hell the point was. Looks like if we're gonna possibly go up against them.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that?
Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic control locking mechanism?
It keeps the suspicion element out. You know, like the bosses pretending they're grunts where they're actually assassins.
Seems like a security system. I assume you need a key to get around.
Yep, there's different keys from different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner? You're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to the ranking soldiers this it. Navigation in this place may prove difficult without those in our possession.
We will need to acquire them then.
Oi, already trading treacherous whispers among yourselves, eh? Quit the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forget we're inside a Gauntlet Runner.
Quit looking around so much.
Now what we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are new recruits. Aha. So that's all it took, eh? A little show of the exhibition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the councilman.
No.
They got Lord Louis' approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself. Before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These pissants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be whipping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Sanct. Get your arse back to your post, that's an order.
Understood.
Just get this through your tiny heads. How's everything around here? I'll give you 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gotta stand there. Or you're gonna move. Come on.
Here?
And this would be Lord Louis' quarters? Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight in his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Louis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula.
Be careful, mother sharp eyes about.
I'll try. You'll stay safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come.
Oh.
Here we go.
Testing us. What should I ask? So, are you and Juna... I can't believe this is an option. So,
are you and Juna an item?
All this way, and that is what you ask for.
I'm so sorry, Luis. I like how disappointed he sounds. Like, seriously, after all this is happening, you come all this way to ask if Juna and I have a thing?
You watch your damn mouth with Count Louise.
She stood before me, my guard's spear points at her throat, and declared that if I did not care for her voice, I was free to kill her. And so she sang.
That she would be so reckless.
Surely you've heard her yourselves. Her voice is remarkable, yes, but it is her boldness that intrigues me. Needless to say, she stands at my side. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
What is that?
Is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. It might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party should be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
I wonder how Galactic search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! Now you have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Juno.
Figures they'd show up now.
Oh!
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juno, is something amiss?
Wait a minute. She has double intentions. I found it odd why they would mention like she just approached and she started to sing and got her favor of boldness. No, she had her own reasons.
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters. We thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Give me a second. Sorry about that. Guess my throw is starting to get its limit for today.
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance.
So I see. So this is not something we could decide to do on that specific on a specific, day that we want to. It's actually we infiltrate, we got the information, head back, wait out, and yeah, that seems to be the case.
On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be in more danger than I. But make it work.
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember that man we met in Louis' Gauntlet Runner? He seems very proud of his strength.
Yes.
And he was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Sankth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more details in the morning.
Or most likely in the next episode, because it's definitely gonna be a long one for this one. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we're gonna be most likely. I definitely did not expect to actually go up to the actual base of operations of Louise, and it seems, I guess he's sort of I feel like he's testing us. Like, who would let anyone, specifically us, which is practically nobody's, and the fact he's letting us roam around. I mean, I guess he kind of recognized our efforts, maybe, so maybe he's not too blind about that. But I wonder if the moment that he sees us with our powers, I wonder if he says something. Because it's the powers of the archetype. And I wonder if he mentions something about that the moment he sees us. RC facing up against him is not a really good idea. So I guess we'll definitely have to figure that out in the next episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you guys on to the next episode. But until then, peace out.